Congratulations, you've made it through your interviews and started the onboarding process here at EmployBridge. This safety training video will be thorough, yet to the point. So get comfy, but pay attention, because there's nothing more important than your well-being on the job. Before we dive into the topics related to on-site safety, here are a few things you should know about us. EmployBridge is a leader in occupational health and safety, and it's a position we don't take lightly. We understand that the well-being of employees like you is of the utmost importance. Prioritizing your safety while on assignment is our job. It's vital that you understand the job-specific health and safety practices that will be explained to you at the worksite. General safety rules. Roughhousing and rowdy behavior in the workplace is prohibited. The use or possession of illegal drugs or alcohol at work is strictly forbidden. Firearms, weapons, and explosives of any kind are not allowed on client or company property. Do not lift objects heavier than 50 pounds without assistance. Do not work on ladders without approval from a branch representative. Now that you know what not to do, let's talk about what you must do for optimal safety. It's important to notify us immediately if you're asked to do a job that is different from the job originally assigned by a branch representative. This includes driving any motor vehicle, yours or the client's, taking responsibility to open and close the business, or handling cash and valuables. Contact a branch representative for approval if you're asked to perform any of these or other tasks not originally signed by us. Maintain good housekeeping practices. Check your workstation for exposed electrical cords and other tripping hazards such as open drawers, boxes, trash cans, and other items. Keep walkways and doorways clear and unobstructed. Use handrails on steps and other elevated surfaces. Avoid distracted walking and do not carry loads which obstruct your view, which are too heavy or without a prepared place to set them down. Ask for assistance if you do not feel comfortable lifting heavy or awkward objects. Use only step stools. Do not climb on counters or chairs. Always cut away from yourself when using box cutters and other cutting tools. If you're ever placed on a job where there's an expectation of exposure to bloodborne pathogens, you will receive additional training prior. It's better to be safe than sorry, so seek assistance if you're unsure of any operation. Accidents and injuries. If you are involved in an accident, exposed to hazardous substances, or sustain a work-related injury or illness, you are required to immediately inform your on-site supervisor and branch representative. An investigation into the cause of the incident will be conducted. When appropriate, a branch representative will assign you to modified job duty to prevent an interruption in your weekly paycheck. You may be entitled to workers' compensation benefits as defined by state laws and determined by the insurance company. However, any person who knowingly or willfully presents a false or fraudulent claim is guilty of a crime and may be subject to fines and confinement in prison. If we have reason to believe that an employee's use of drugs or alcohol contributed to a work-related injury or accident, we will pursue post-accident drug testing per our company's substance abuse policy. Proper lifting techniques. To lift properly, stand close to the object. Make sure you have firm footing. Squat down and balance the load. Keep your back straight and bend your knees. Grasp the object firmly. Lift with your legs and stand up smoothly. Hold the object close to your body. Once you have made the lift, turn with your feet instead of twisting your back. To put an object down properly, keep your back straight. Bend at the knees and squat down. Set the object down and release it carefully. Are you still with us? This is the halfway point of the video, so stay focused. We're almost there. Emergency action plan. In the event of an emergency, it's extremely important to act quickly and know how to report emergencies, where to exit and where to meet if there's an evacuation, and safe areas on site for emergencies such as severe weather. Pass technique. Remember the pass technique as how to use a fire extinguisher. P. Pull the pin. A. Aim at the base of the fire. S. Squeeze the handle. S. Sweep from side to side. Industrial work environments. There may be workplaces where you may need to enter a warehouse, kitchen, or manufacturing area. Know what PPE is required for that area and wear it at all times. Use pedestrian traffic aisles when available and remain alert for moving industrial trucks and other powered equipment. Be aware of any hazards that could cause slips, trips, or falls. Respect all warning signs and never attempt to operate any equipment for which you have not been trained and authorized. Notify a branch representative if you are ever asked to operate industrial machinery. Hazard communication. OSHA's Hazard Communication Standard is based on the concept that you, the employee, have both a need and a right to know the hazards and identities of the chemicals in your work area. You also need to know the protective measures available to prevent adverse effects from potential exposure. Make sure to read, understand, and abide by the chemical labels on containers. They contain critical information about proper storage, PPE usage, and first aid procedures. If you can't read or understand the label, contact your on-site supervisor. For more detailed information, check the SDS or Safety Data Sheet. Contact your site supervisor to learn how to access the SDS. It's critical that all chemicals are labeled and stored appropriately. Personal protective equipment, or PPE. PPE includes all clothing and work accessories designed to create a barrier between you and workplace hazards. These include safety glasses, gloves, hard hats, and steel-toed shoes. You may be required to enter areas that require PPE. Your on-site supervisor will inform you what PPE is required, when it's necessary, how to properly put it on, and take it off. How to adjust the PPE for proper fit and its limitations. You also need to know how to take care of your PPE and when it needs to be replaced. You should inspect, clean, and maintain your PPE at regular intervals so it provides the best protection. Electrical safety. Be extremely careful of keeping liquids away from electrical equipment. Do not use equipment with wiring that is damaged. Do not use portable space heating devices near electrical cords or flammable material. Do not overload electrical outlets or daisy chain power strips with extension cords. Report any unsafe electrical equipment to your on-site supervisor. Heat stress. If you work in a hot environment, you should know the signs of occupational heat exposure. If you experience confusion, dizziness, nausea, or rapid heartbeat, you may be suffering from heat stress. At the onset of these symptoms, notify your supervisor immediately. Office ergonomics. Understanding office ergonomics and arranging your workspace accordingly can help you feel good throughout the workday. Keep your body centered in front of your monitor and keyboard. Keep your monitor about an arm's length in front of you. Have the keyboard at or slightly below elbow height, mouse adjacent to the keyboard, and keyboard tray level or at a negative tilt. When sitting at your desk, keep thighs parallel to the floor and knees at a 90-degree angle. Maintain a neutral spine by keeping your feet flat on the floor or footrest, hips level with the knees, back supported on the chair, and ears in line with your shoulders. Stretch and walk around regularly. Do not remain sedentary. And now, we've made it to the end of this training. We hope it's evident that your health in the workplace is highly important to us. We take every precaution to ensure your safety on the job, but these precautions are meaningless without your complete cooperation. Safety is a team effort, and that's why it's important that you follow the guidelines addressed in this video. All of us here at EmployBridge appreciate your efforts to build a better life for you, your family, and our company, and are committed to providing the safest work environment possible. Thank you for your time and cooperation. Now, let's get to work, team. If you would like to review our injury and illness prevention program, please ask a branch representative for a copy.